Well, ladies and gentlemen, oh boy, do we ever have something spicy to talk about tonight. Let's get into this. So let's get started here. We have ourselves the Pokemon YouTuber Patters tweeting out the following. The Pokemon company thinks Nuzlocke runs are on the same level as Rom Hacks according to former Nintendo employees. There's also a video here attached to the tweet that we're going to be playing right now.
And if so, do you have any stories to tell? Well, we have a great story to tell about this, where we thought that this would be a fun idea for a Nintendo Minute video.
We did, yeah.
So we pitched it to the Pokemon company
and
to
we
say,
did
hey,
not get slapped.
we would like to do a Nuzlocke run. What do you think?
And they thought they were gonna fire us.
They said, here's what we think. Bam!
Yeah, no, seriously. I was like, oh, shoot.
So they said, we consider this to be on the same level as using like hack game, ROM hacks.
Like, how is that the same?
Excuse me?
I don't know how, again, how they get to these decisions.
This is just a style of playing a game that everybody can buy. There's no hacking.
Yeah, they're
just
not
playing
using
the game.
anything weird.
That was truly, again, one of the more like,
what?
Wait, what? Responses.
Yeah. And there was a lot of creators that played Nuzlocke, a style of Pokemon, they got like erased from their creator program.
So now you can see like why people got afraid to propose what seemed like very basic ideas.
Yeah.
Because there was such just unpredictability of like, am I going to get like in huge trouble for suggesting
we really did. Like, we
normal
got in
thing?
Huge, and like the thing is like once you get in trouble,
then that's your reputation.
They don't want to trust you again, and you like lose access to all these things.
So you do nothing.
Exactly. Or you make curry.
And you just skate by.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to kind of understand a little bit further what is going on here, for those of you guys that don't know what Nuzlockes are, essentially it's a different and legal way to play the game that does not involve any hacks or any mods whatsoever. It's essentially you playing the game in a different way, where instead of Pokemon fainting and you restore them at the Pokemon Center, when your Pokemon faints, they're deemed as deceased and they cannot be used in your Nuzlocke run. And ROM hacks, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It involves hacking and modding a Pokemon game in order to play it in a way that is unnatural. Now, I personally don't give a flying fig how you play Pokemon. You want to play Pokemon, then do it up. As long as you do it in a way that doesn't interfere and compromise the experiences of other players, I don't give a shit how you play the game. You play it however the way you want. It's your game. You enjoy it how you please. Now, setting my opinions aside, this here sparked a lot of community responses and outrage because they were under the idea that the Pokemon company themselves were denouncing Nuzlockes, even though technically speaking, Nuzlockes don't break any of the rules in any way, shape, and or form. Now, Joe Merrick, the webmaster of Cerebi.net, chimes in here with some clarification. He says, and I quote, "I've actually spoken to the Pokemon Company International about this. They confirmed to me that this is incorrect. They haven't cut out people for doing Nuzlocke or anything like that. They don't care as long as you follow the confines of what's possible in the game." I doubt this will spread as far because remember the saying, I'm paraphrasing, a lie can spread around the world before the truth can even put on its shoes. Non-story. Just to clarify further, since my words are being misconstrued a little, I'm not saying they're lying. What likely happened was a miscommunication. The Pokemon Company International stance is what I said above and has been for a long time. Now, while these tweets garnered a lot of support, there were some people that were rather critical of Joe, and for many different reasons. Let's take a look at some of these. So one Twitter user wrote, "I mean, you did say they could have lied," and later deleted the tweet and just clarified it could have been miscommunication. But miscommunication on what level? How is their proposal getting shot down miscommunication? What about the creators erased from the programs because of Nuzlockes? And as we see right here is an image attached to the tweet that showcases the following exchange. "Are you saying the people with first-hand accounts are lying?" To which Joe responds with a meme that showcases the caption, "Just go on the internet and tell lies?" There's also another individual that basically calls out the same thing. "This post contradicts your statement about not saying they are lying. Also, you literally just paraphrased, a lie can spread around the world before the truth can even put on its shoes," showcasing the meme once again, "Just go on the internet and tell lies?" There's also another Twitter user that is basically calling out the same thing, showcasing the same image that we have already discussed. Now, this right here is in no way trying to take a crack at Joe. I have nothing but the utmost respect for him. I think he is a very reliable source when it comes to news and other forms of information. However, Joe is a person at the end of the day, and And what is one of the biggest things that comes with being a person? Imperfections. Flaws. And I do have to say that one of Joe's flaws here in this situation would be his wording in his tweets. And I'm not entirely sure if his intent was to call those people liars, or if it was a case of him miswording his statements, but either way, he said what he said. So let's carry on here. We have Joe continuing by saying, right, so here's the official statement about the whole situation from the Pokemon Company International. Quote unquote, we do not have any issues with fans/creators playing the games with Nuzlocke rules. Call me a liar all you want, but this is from the Pokemon Company International's mouth. Dismissing this saying I'm defending and whatnot just because you want to rage is so irrational. The fact is, no content creator has been dismissed from any program for doing simple Nuzlockes, and the Pokemon Company International has worked with many who have done them. The Pokemon Company International hasn't been against them. Like the vitriol I have received due to this, being called a shill and dismissing what I have said is the epitome of shooting the messenger. It doesn't make me a shill or other phrases thrown at me today. Come on, stop this. Here's also another individual that can actually vouch for Joe. We have Pokemon Cast saying, have worked directly with both Nintendo and the Pokemon Company International, can confirm this. They have told me the exact same thing. Now to prove another point, I also want to include this from Joe Merrick. I do think I do need to make one final statement. I didn't mean to insinuate or even say that they were liars. For that, I am sorry. All I was doing was providing the facts of what the Pokemon Company International has said, re. their positions on Nuzlockes, which many others have since come out and backed up. Now, while I personally don't think there was any ill intent here in this situation, I definitely think this got blown out of proportion, and I definitely think that Joe could have worded himself better, but he did end up making an apology, which is really nice at the end of the day. But at the same time, this right here does not take away from the valid criticisms and responses that people have in regards to Joe Merrick and his words in this situation. In fact, we have someone who is very well known in the Pokemon Twitter space known as Lutu. He ends up saying, and I quote, I don't condone vitriol, but I understand why this has made people upset. Your original post came off as terribly dismissive to the people involved, who you called liars and then deleted while still making implications about lies spreading, and there's a few images attached to the tweet. The first of which showcases the same image that we have talked about in various other tweets. The second image showcases a screen cap of a tweet that Joe ended up making that says, just to clarify further since my words are being misconstrued a little, I'm not saying they are lying. What likely happened was a miscommunication. The Pokemon Company International's stance is what I said above and has been for a long time. And the third screenshot showcases the following from Joe Merrick by saying, and I quote, yep, that's why I posted it, but then people were misinterpreting what I was saying, so I deleted it. And we ourselves a follow-up remark from Mark that says, and I quote, and what was this tweet where you cite a saying about lies and truths, showcasing an image where we have Joe saying the following. I doubt this will spread as far because remember the saying I'm paraphrasing, a lie can spread around the world before the truth can even put on its shoes. Non-story. Lutu follows up by saying, there's no reason for a podcast from two industry heads to lie about something like this in any capacity. It literally only serves to jeopardize their reputation in the future, whether that be with others or Nintendo themselves. I don't see why they would benefit from lying at all. Now, Joe and Lutu end up having more of an exchange with each other, and I'm not going to go through everything verbatim, but this right here kind of showcases even further that this situation has not only blown way out of proportion, but it's definitely gotten to the point where it's like, there's people here that need to pump the brakes and cool their jets, especially Joe. But basically, ladies and gentlemen, a long story short, the Pokemon Company International does not have a problem with Nuzlocke challenges. So for all you Nuzlocke enthusiasts out there, don't worry, you guys are good to go. And I think another lesson can be taken away from this situation, and that would be watch your words, especially if you have a big influence, because there's going to be a lot of people that hold on to your words. So you do need to be really careful with how you say things and what your phrasing is, because there could be some misunderstandings, and it might not be entirely your fault, but there may come a time where you say something that does genuinely come off as bad, and you do need to be held accountable for it and further explain what you were trying to say. And I'm not just saying this to Joe, I'm saying this to everyone out there, including myself. I am especially saying this shit to myself because while I might not be big by any stretch of the imagination, I still do have a following. There's still people that look up to me and they listen to what I have to say, so I have to be very, very careful with how I say things and what I say, period. And if it just so happens that I slip up, I want y'all to hold my ass accountable so I can know what I did wrong, and that way I can do what I can to fix what I had messed up on and mend the bridges that I've either damaged or severely burnt. But this right here is just my own analysis and my own thoughts on this situation. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, whether you agree or disagree with me. I always love to hear from you beautiful people. Just make sure you guys keep it respectful in the comments down below. That's all I ask. And with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people, and I'll be seeing you next time.